Hello, class. It's me, Miss Peoples, and I was writing a story, and I used period, exclamation point, question mark, but it didn't seem to go together as I was envisioning. It just didn't work out right. I feel like there should be more punctuation. Well, lucky for you, there is more punctuation. A lot more. So you all should know the period, exclamation point, and question mark. A period is a statement or a command. Like, I need to go to the restroom or do the dishes. An exclamation point shows, but you can't see that. Exclamation point shows like strong emotion. Like for example, I'm so excited to take to the Justin Bieber concert. I'm so excited. Or it can show negative emotion, like mad or sad. I hate cleaning my room. And a question mark is, like it says, for a question. Who are you? I don't even know.
I might end up buying all the tickets to your show.
But today we're going to talk to you about lots more. Let's start off with the comma. A comma is used for taking. Actually, we'll do it. Is used for taking a short pause. It's shorter than a period. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. So, like, if we have, it's commonly used to list things. Like, I will need bread. And then we add a comma, milk, comma, and cookies. Cookies and strawberries. So, a comma is kind of used to, like, take your pause and to separate. So say I read, I will need bread, milk, cookies, and strawberries. Because that sounds really rushed. We would say, I will need bread, milk, cookies, and strawberries. So as you can see, we take a lot shorter pause. Like, instead of saying, I need to go to the restroom, then, we say, I will need bread, milk, cookies, and strawberries. It's a little bit quicker. It doesn't have to be just to list things either. It can be, that's just one of the common ways to use it. It could be sometimes if there's a lot of one sentence, you just need to break it up for a little bit. Like, actually, it's also used to list things, so that's how you see it mostly. Like, you are beautiful, wonderful, and smart. Usually, when you're at the last time, your last comma and your next thing you're not going to use any more commas, you add and in there. Alright, so next we're going to talk about is an apostrophe. Apostrophe. An apostrophe is used to separate words, and I'll show you what I mean. So, like, you probably learned in third grade that, like, if you add do not together, it makes don't. And then you add this little symbol right here. That symbol is called an apostrophe. Those are what we use for those kind of words. So, like, will not, won't. And then we add our apostrophe. That way it shows that is two words in one. Or like, cannot turns into can't. So we use that for conjunctions. That's what we call these words. Next up we have the contractions. Next up we have the quotation marks. Quotation marks. So those marks mean typically in a story when somebody is saying something, or like its name, has a quote. So like, then Kate said, we had a comma here, I love candy corn. And at the beginning, we have these quotation marks, and at the end, we have the quotation marks. So we know that they're quoting something. And I'm going to do part 2 in a different video where we talk about a few more. So remember, a comma is taking a short pause and typically lists things. A apostrophe is conjunctions, contractions, like do not, will not, won't, don't. And a quotation mark is when somebody says something. And like, it could be used when a character is speaking in a book or a famous quote. So this will help you with your reading and writing, which we'll talk about that in part 2. But I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.